red and the black alone.
Also, Neo, it's you.
Hold on. I'm doing something.
Neo, I'm the one supposed to be dying.
They're both
As
equally.
evidenced by myself.
They're both equally dying, chat.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. It's my duty to protect the future master of the Korean tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... I used the Shichishito to alter the way the wound looked.
You smell that? It smells like bullshit.
So you move the body.
Hold on.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Denum was actually Misty Fae. I've committed a terrible sin.
Sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
I believe you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor.
Oh yeah! Da-da-da-da-da. I can slap a tornado! Oh wait, not Matt Hardy? Not Matt Hardy?
I
Oh.
intend to return the inner temple after taking care of the body. But
Skipper?
We're spotted by the head nun court.
yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story sounds like bullshit. What's that? The judge is.
Your story makes sense, I suppose. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination. Don't
Yes,
mind the shouting
Your
and
Honor.
grunts.
Okay.
I'm listening to Alan Wake noises. The sound of Alan Wake in pain.
After. Oh.
It's the same dialogue, yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't realize.
The
One time I'm paying
snowmobile?
attention to stuff I've already said.
The snowmobile? I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is part that was in question the other day. Should I ask for more details? If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Pass down the snow.
Oh, yes, naturally. You would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks on the ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
What's so strange about that? Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
Huh, that makes voice actors in Starfield.
Huh.
Hey, Fitz.
Hey, Finn.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Dying.
Doing pretty good. Still dying.
I
gotcha.
see.
It is
Snow was still falling, huh?
50-mile-per-hour winds today, which that should be
Oh
a
yeah,
custom
it's been very windy today in
Yeah,
Florida.
dude,
Yeah.
I am
can't
north
wait
of all
for it.
that, but it's
I
just
can't-
like, I've been
not
seeing
gonna
a lot
leave
of
my
shit.
house later this week because it's probably gonna snow.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Wait, did you say it was gonna snow where you are, Fitz? Don't you live in Florida?
I
Do you
live
live
in
up closer to
Oklahoma.
the Panhandle or something?
Oklahoma.
Oh.
No, I live in Oklahoma, and it's relatively common for it to snow during this time of the year.
I'm stupid. I thought you were from Florida.
Thankfully, that is not the case.
Yeah, be thankful.
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped? That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I like the statement Iris just made out to the testimony.
But does it have something to do with the case?
All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
This should be fun. Let's get the snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
New dialogue.
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
No, I'm backtracking.
I used the fuck.
Fine. You want a new read dialogue? Here you
No,
go.
I didn't.
You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What?
This is a weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire.
What did you say? The bridge, it was on fire?
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
Picked up none of that.
It can't be.
It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real ace attorney!
I said it now.
Yes, I am the ace attorney, Phoenix Wright.
Order! Order! Order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
We're gonna find out how Iris flew, aren't we?
Yeah.
Witness, even my patience has its limits.
Phoenix tests it every single day.
He does. I'm holding on by a very, very thin thread. Any further lying, and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Objection!
Skipper.
The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man?
Me? How dare you?
Why do not have a little squat like
Squat!
My brother in Christ lying in court is literally a crime.
Isn't that right?
Yes, of course, but
Whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not. There are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Donin was discovered in the Hatakura Temple courtyard. And second, I had none. Sister Bikini. Witness Cyrus desecrating Elise Donin's body!
He makes a good point on both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night. So my memory is still somewhat hazy.
You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time! Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
Objection.
What?
If you're so perfect, right? Maybe you can explain this for the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge had already burnt down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in a temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick?
Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt out bridge. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
You see what I mean? Motherhood? You're in no position to accept that this lady's testimony isn't the truth!
All right then, witness. Let's hear your test more.
Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation to that in your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't like how creepy you're being.
Will this be her final testimony? Moving the body.
Looking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much?
Yes!
Why are you saying that there's a way to cross a burning bridge?
Got it.
Unix tried.
So it's just a misunderstanding. I see.
No, she flew, obviously.
I can fly! Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Airplane?
Oh,
Anyone?
I do.
Get some culture.
I only know airplane because of that one fucking scene.
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast.
Nick, you have no idea how little that
It was
narrows it
taken on
down.
the morning after the incident.
Yeah, you're right. Why is there a huge... Wait.
Airplane's a classic. It certainly was burnt to a crisp and... What are the suspension wires even snapped? I'm amazed the whole bridge didn't fall.
Wait a minute.
Hey look, there's the board you fell through. Clearly, it would be impossible to carry a corpse across the bridge in this condition.
Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. And Maya will be accused of murder! What, Godot? What do you want?
Right? I'm only going to say it one.
Oh, there we go.
Eh?
It is only humans. Only humans can spot the arrows in our way.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Begin your final cross-examination.
Okay. Are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge?
White.
Okay, this is gonna be stupid. A dead body flying over a burning bridge? I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
Boys, the fishing trip is off. What the fuck are you talking about?
Your Honor, the defense presents superpowers.
The only thing that's possible about this one is that it's been pulled out of thin air.
I don't know
No,
about
I
that.
haven't had a chance to say this in a while. Bailiff! Fever breaker!
No! In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Who is it? Who is this witness?
I can't chicken out here.
Your Honor, it's...
I
I
gotta...
swear to God, if you say butts, I am going to kill you.
I can't chicken out here. I gotta keep on the attack and go,
Can't
go,
win
go.
karma.
Miss Alistanem's brilliant, highly gifted apprentice, Laristanem!
Ah!
Remember what he said in his testimony?
I shouldn't do that while I'm sick.
That night he was at the mountain shack, Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you all seen the sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Are you fucking serious? It's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright? Are you seriously goddamn claiming the victim flew through the goddamn air? You're using
Yes,
this
have you never
pathetic and
flown in
shitty
your
scribble to support your goddamn stupid motherfucking argument.
Uh-oh, the judge looks pissed.
Evil dies tonight! Evil dies tonight!
There's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was done by a 6-year-old, does this kit provide anything?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it.
I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, let's start with this sketch.
Upside down? Why did Godot say that?
The upside down?
The upside down.
Alright then, let's hear the defense's stupid theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes. Alright, Phoenix. Look carefully and think it over.
More than a whiskers on his face. That is a full-ass beard.
The sketch drawn by Loris Denim is a complete contradiction.
No, it's exactly what happened.
Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I mean, I'm no art critic, but even I could see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Loris Denim stated over and over that this sketch was exactly as he saw it.
No, it's upside down.
However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
Oh, this music turns me on!
This music turns me on!
This music turns me on.
Contradicts reality?
This is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Exactly contradicts reality as we know it.
It's the wire connected to the bridge!
The Wire? The hit TV show?
Oh. Is that the thing that contradicts reality?
It is indeed.
Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality.
Damn, look at that.
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes. Now, compare the sketch to the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat!
the wires are below the guard wires!
Whoa! Order! Order! Hold up, this is actually interesting. The sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Whoa there, Iris. What are you talking about? You're getting kind of defensive here. Or are you really Iris?
No. She has a point. Let her cook.
And then Neo died. Bad ending. And then Mass died.
Hold on. Do something.
Bruh, man.
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
No, I'm right. Phoenix right. And then I'm left.
Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong.
With someone like Larice, I admit a mistake is a definitive possibility. But then, that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
Are you saying you know the answer to that?
No.
Listen! Think back, alright? Remember what Larice was doing when he witnessed this event. He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and finally he laid down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now, ponder what sort of position Maurice must have been in at that time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't see how that relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Ah!
Maurice and them witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
Yes, here from the defendant's side. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck.
Baby, pull your pants up.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Maurice Denem's sketch is like this. This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right! Just like a pendulum!
So is not
Order! Order! God damn it!
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done!
The bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, that sounds right.
In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you'd need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead.
The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. So it doesn't make sense that the culprit would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then... they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of them. I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think that the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum?
counterweight.
And the meaning of this is?
You want to know where the rope came from? It's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard!
Flattery will get you somewhere. Ah!
Shoved his tail in my face.
This is for the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came up loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elisanem's body. What the?
They're very lucky that body did not get flung into the river.
Yeah. Because there was
Or rather unlucky, because, you know...
Oh,
no way to
yeah.
find it. They could have hidden the body that way.
Because there was simply no other way to move the body. Oh, God. Oh, God!
I can hear the diabetes forming from here. Mr. Godot!
Oh.
Chug, 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 chug. It seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. Seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose it's not an impossibility after all.
Objection.
Possible, but impossible. That's not the question we need. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Right. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body swung over like a pendulum?
Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far.
I submit my evidence, the orb.
According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in the front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now, let's consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here... Whoa! It would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
Oopsie, something like that happened.
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report. It's updated. My boyfriend did this. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And then as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this bloodstained amethyst crystal. It's the one that came off of Miss Elistenim's staff! And even more important, the place where the crystal sphere was found?
Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found. Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. God damn, Phoenix is on a fucking roll. I love this. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed.
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You have provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night.
I think
What
Adele.
was that sound?
I think Adele threw his coffee.
Oh.
An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
Yep.
Mr. Wright.
There.
This was a really tough one.
This was a tough round.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godot?
I hate my life. Glug.
Oh, and what would that be?
Ha!
Coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma.
The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffeenese.
Coffinies.
Coffeenese. Can you elaborate a bit more?
If the criminal had sent the body to the other side, like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it.
Sometimes the coffee in there looks like oil.
An accomplice?
Well, oil is black.
Yeah.
I'm drink gasoline. I thought it would make me go faster.
What do you have to say about that, Wright?
Mr. Godot is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Would people stop dying in my courtroom?
Fair.
Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body could have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well, Glenn. If you would please, Mr. Wright.
The judge coughed up a lung that day.
Who is the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side?
Iris. It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? Ah! But
I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Objection.
Right. Were you even listening to the witness testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath.
I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using this sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge. Which means it's now a fact that this occurred, something you should have already known. Wait, I think I get it now. So, when...
No, I had no idea.
So when the person that was like channeling, I'm guessing that Dahlia obviously killed Elise. So when she when her plan was in motion, she pushed the body across the bridge. Then she quickly changed to Iris. No, not change, switch. There we go. That sounds better. Nintendo Switch. And Neo died. Bad ending.
I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body could have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it would be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with. I fucking knew it.
What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
Hey Judge, are you ready to see some more batshit crazy shit?
Fucking bullshit.
I'm going to kill all of
Fever
you.
breaker. What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Objection.
Are you serious, Trent? You mean this woman is...
There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach this whole trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is... Dahlia Hawthorne!
Fucking Dahlia.
I never thought I had to utter your name again. Let alone see you. It's been a long time. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?
Sister Iris had a twin sister. And you're looking at her. Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
It's just your imagination, Grams. This file contains all the relevant Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. This case. 5 years ago.
Oh boy. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
Yeah!
Oh god.
Right in the middle of a coughing fit, god damn it.
It's okay.
You're good, ma'am.
The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. But, according to this,
Wait, we're getting flashbacks to that case.
Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. Omewamu moi shinderu.
Nani?
Nani?
It says her execution was executed out last month. I should know. I was there. Hangman Steve had a great time.
So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
Do you know how fucking insane you sound?
Yeah.
You know what? This is gonna be a rare occasion. Bailiff, get the fever breaker for Godot. Order! Order, order, order! And one for Wright.
What?
Wait a moment. How can you... My sister, she's already dead. What kind of...
Shut up, Dahlia. You of all people should already understand. After all, the blood of the master of the Karain channeling technique flows within that body.
The Karain channeling technique? Now where have I heard that?
That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium! Godot, you literally had a girlfriend who was a spirit medium. Shut up!
Yeah.
What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne that happened to be channeled by blood? On the very night of the murder, to a temple where her twin sister, Iris,
You know, when you put it like that, yeah, it's a shame. Well,
Yeah, but Phoenix has seen this kind of shit before. He knows what the deal is.
well, you're going to put things that way, then yes.
Objection.
we're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happened?
Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
What's that?
These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there was 2 irises at Hazakura Temple.
Just the 2 of us. We can make.
Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 o'clock p.m. However, I was seen before dinner time.
I mean, that means that Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real iris. Meaning that the iris sister bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Objection.
Do you even know what you're saying, Wright? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris.
What? What? And just like that, Godot ruins everything.
Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime.
Oh my god.
After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike.
Yeah.
It was later that the body was moved by Pincher.
That's right.
Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police at the detention center.
Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Phew, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced.
Something still seems off. Way off. And I'm not talking about the French RPG game. I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night.
I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get ready. Get ready.
Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Switched places. Souls can do that.
Yeah, have you seen Ghostbusters?
I'm gonna bust your face.
Wait, what?
Ah!
Ah!
This comes out from like Markiplier. To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia, which means they must have switched places somewhere.
Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Tower, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
There was one. Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance.
Oh? Explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris' whereabouts were unknown.
Unknown. What do you mean?
What I mean is, there was a span of a time in which I was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move about freely like that?
Sorry, Edgeworth. I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. Gay! Jesus fucking Christ. Comforting your boyfriend. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move about was... Sorry, Edgeworth.
This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, my boyfriend did a fucky-wucky. A oopsie-doopsie. There was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake? Hold up, bring it up on the really expensive hologram projector. I needed an opportunity to mention the fucking boofy ass hologram.
I need to hurry up.
Imagine that
Earthquake!
imagine that Edgeworth is like that one video, like the one royal guard like stomping on that like nail and is.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, the inner temple. This kind of trouble might.
Maya.
Oh, could I have? She fled. She escaped.
We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. Look here, listen.
Uh-oh.
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 Who is it?
It's Dahlia.
Oh boy.
Be quiet.
Yep, there she is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
That was
You
me.
did what?
That was me and... Well, it was the state, so...
Sorry, I was quoting Portal.
Well, I've been great. Also, never do that again. That voice.
Guess I'll have to ask again.
You ready for the hardest... You ready for the hardest line in Ace Attorney history?
Always ask her for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne. And my current profession? Permanently retired.
That line goes so fucking hard.
Ah, you're retired in the JoJo way.
not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead.
Oh God.
There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
What the fuck? That's a new sprite.
This is a certified Korkio moment.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're like me. Wanna meet my sister?
No.
What's going on here?
Dahlia Hawthorne.
The 17th student
Hiding
hiding somewhere in this
somewhere.
courtroom.
School. Watch out for
Watch
her.
out for her.
I never thought we'd meet again. I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her and for myself.
We need to get an exorcist.
I am the exorcist.
No, you are not, Mr. Wright.
Who are you?
I am about to do
I am
has
a-
not been approved by the Vatican.
I am a professional. Have some Jesus.
Right.
I will say this of the Lord. I don't know the rest of the line.
That means we gotta replay Faith again.
Now then.
Remember when we played that like right on the date, right?
Yeah.
On like September
Yeah.
28th. Was that on purpose or did we just kind of do that coincidentally?
Coincident.
Oh my god.
I just really wanted to play Faith.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it turned out
I
really
don't
well
regret that
then.
experience. Faith is an excellent game.
Yeah.
It's got that good shit, that religious horror shit.
Rain of
Oh,
spiders.
yeah.
Reign of Spooters.
Wrestling, give us another good cult gimmick, please, I beg you. Make the House of Black a cult again, please. Also, let Malachi Black have the license to my church's black because that would so fit. Now then, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Well, witness.
Yes. How can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well, it seems that if we are to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony.
I have no problem with that. But when you've seen what I have, sometimes the truth is better left unknown.
That is a rat face. That is a face of a rat person.
Rat.
In any case, let's hear your
I'm
testimony.
the giant rat that makes all the rules.
Tell us about the plan that was carried out last night.
The plan.
The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Maya Fay would first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris.
That's fucked up.
The plan went wrong, but it seemed to have succeeded anyway.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, back up. Yeah, wait a minute! Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Fay?
Yes? You have a problem with that?
Well, that's my adopted daughter you're talking about, so yeah. Don't give us that! Oh. No, what have you done with my
Watch yourself,
goober?
Tried. You've got a problem. Necessary cross-examination. That's one of my rules.
Mr. Godot is correct. And by the way, bitch is plagiarizing. That's one of my rules.
To kill Maya?
Somebody call H-Bomber guy on her.
Could it be true?
Sell him to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman! That's not even the same video. It's just my favorite H-Bomber guy line.
Oh my god.
You were executed last month, correct?
can't remember what video that one was from.
That was I believe the global warming one.
Oh, okay.
It talked about Ben Shapiro at length.
Yeah.
Yes, I was hanged.
Truly an
It
unfortunate
wasn't
situation.
exactly pleasant.
Hangman Steve did.
Not just global warming, but having to talk about Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
How did you manage to discuss the plan? I like to point out that, yeah, it's canon. Hangman Steve's canon in this world. When did you talk with Morgan Fay?
Last year.
Cannon, and I
was
love
transferred
my
to the
job.
detention center as me. Since I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
I see. So that's when you discussed the plan. And not a single person.
Are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well. Even though I'm her own daughter.
This whole family's fucked up.
Yeah.
All to make Pearl Fay the master of terrain?
She's a cold, twisted woman.
Well, I guess the apple doesn't fall from the tree, huh?
Yep, it does not.
She thought she could finally regain her lost honor. The honor she lost when her young sister, Misty, took her place as the master. Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
Don't die.
I'm dying.
Mask, whatever you do, don't look at that light.
My eyes!
I said don't look at it.
You didn't listen.
Well,
Got
now I
that.
need new glasses. Thanks. Should have known I was gonna do that. A plan, huh?
You're talking about Pearl Fay, is that correct?
Yes, though at first she had high hopes for the two of us.
Your twin sister, Iris.
That's correct. Unfortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with our father.
Abandoned?
The only person I ever really cared about in life was myself.
Yeah, we can tell.
My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple.
Fuck you. Just fuck you.
Asshole.
You mean Iris?
Yes, my father remarried a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general.
You know what? You no longer get to meet my sister.
I didn't care anyway.
Maybe you should meet her.
It's none of my fucking business.
Cool kiddo, honey. Maybe not. She kind of a bitch, and I don't want to be her friend. Alright, fine. Well, if you need me, I'll be in the leather shop. How horrible.
The really horrible one was that woman. That bitter, vengeful woman. It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, Pearl Fay. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power, unfortunately for her. Morgan Fay heaped all of her broken hopes and dreams onto that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family.
The bloodline, Roman Reigns.
Maya will have to die? But why?
our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Pearl the new master. The remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of.
But
I
Pearl would
object
never
to this
agree.
murder.
But Pearl would never agree to plan like that. She adores Maya.
Sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl.
Aw.
The only thing she cared about was the position of the master. That's all.
Morgan Fay be like, there's only one thing worse than a murderer. A child.
Child.
Oh.
No.
No.
And his Dahlia, a child. No.
No.
That's ridiculous.
She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally, the life of Maya Fey as well.
How could anyone do that? You were going to kill Maya?
Oh, didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. Then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead, and there's nothing any of you can do to me.
I mean, we can kill the new body.
That means
That would
Maya's
kill
gonna die
Iris.
too.
Yeah.
You get to go to
Well,
Devil
you
Hell.
blame the time on your youngest family. On Sister Iris and has a connection.
Devil Hell's the one without the hot
She
gay
and I
owl.
look absolutely identical. No one can tell us apart. If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it.
And the witness in this case was the nun, Sister Bakiri.
Who would have guessed she was going to return to Hazakard Temple that night? But she wound up seeing Iris's crime anyway.
But why do you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she?
Twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
Or maybe don't be a psychopath bitch. How about that?
Alright, Junko Kinney.
Backstabber?
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway,
Dahlia Hawthorne walked so Sanugi could run.
You think the plan was a success?
you heard me. Just as that woman had hoped. Maya Fey is dead. Now the title of the master will pass on to Pearl Fey.
That's absurd! Maya's just... She's just trapped! Trapped inside the sacred cavern!
This woman is absolutely horrid. I would never do anything like this.
Shut up, Von Karma.
Really?
I'm serious. Have you ever,
You're as
have I ever
foolishly
tried to possess
optimistic as
anyone?
ever, aren't you, my darling Feeny?
Don't say that.
Fuck.
You want to
Emotional
know the
manipulation.
truth. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Ever since we met, I've despised you. Your sniveling naivete and your pathetic faith in other people.
This is fuck. I just want to know one thing. What did you personally think of Morgan Fay's plan?
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes, it was certainly nothing to be proud of.
If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out?
Oh, got nothing better to do with my fucking life. I'm
Why-
dead, you know?
Why would you
It's an
do it?
excitement.
Why would you kill Maya?
For the lulz,
You may
obviously.
not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me why.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
No.
Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was for myself. For my own personal satisfaction.
What did you say? So this woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reason for wanting Maya dead? New dialogue.
I understand why I would kill Maya Fey now, what my goal was.
Because her sister killed you. Could it be
Revenge.
that your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself?
Taking out an eye for an eye.
As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore. Because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem, you see. You can't punish the dead, and you can't take revenge against them either.
We'll see about that.
Bum bum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
There's women in Ghostbusters? I guess
Steve!
Ghostbusters woke
Steve,
now.
the Ghostbuster!
I'm an adult virgin.
I'm an adult virgin.
Such a good vine.
Yeah.
You wanted to take revenge on someone.
Damn, you know what? You know what's funny? Dahlia actually looks like Iris, and Iris looks like Dahlia.
No shit.
It's almost as if they're twins or something.
I know, right?
I'm
I was
an
sentenced to
I'm
die
an identical
because of that
twin.
woman.
I'm an identical twin. I think we look pretty different.
Mia Fey.
I somehow knew that was it.
They
I
always
wanted
style
to
their
send
hair
her
the
a
exact same
message.
too.
It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. I wanted her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up.
And the reason it was impossible? Was it perhaps because Mia Fey had already died?
I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
When the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. I wanted to be the person that Mia Fey loved most. I wanted to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Mia Fey. That was the reason I helped out with that woman's plans.
Just for that? For that you would kill Maya? Your goal was no different than that of Morgan Fey! I literally
Yep.
said that.
Yeah, we literally made that joke before.
God.
Head of the game.
I need to perform an exorcism at once. Let's do
As
this.
they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's like we've been saying that the entire trial. Weird. What a cruel plan. Cruel cold, and heartless.
Don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you. There's not a thing you can do to me. I'm untouchable. That night,
That's what they always say.
at about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on a demon-warding hood. And I picked up the staff that was by my side and left Hasakura Temple.
So, it was at least the Nim who channeled her after all.
Ridiculous had never noticed a thing. She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her poor old back.
What did you do then?
That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and...
No! No!
Well, considering how many games are in the series, I kind of doubt
I
that.
doubt it.
No,
then
we've seen
you-
Maya in trailers for future games, so this is
Yeah,
obviously
press
not
X
true.
to doubt.
You're saying you stabbed Maya?
Yes, the future looks interesting. Is that a zombie?
Is that a homunculus?
Hey yo, Resident Evil crossover?
I don't have clear memory of what happened after that.
Interesting.
What does that mean? No clear memory.
Couldn't fucking tell you. I don't know. I think I was stabbed.
Ah.
You were stabbed?
At the last minute, Maya Fey must have saved me. I'm sure of it.
That's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a french fry with a plastic fork.
Objection!
Suddenly
Clear and obvious lie!
Before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Just as I was passing out, I wrote Maya behind my back.
What does 11037 mean?
37 mean.
I had hoped it would cast suspicion on her.
I can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end.
That's where my memory temporarily stops.
It stops? The fuck you mean it stops?
I don't have any memory of actually killing Maya Fey with my own two hands. My very last memory was Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern surrounded by darkness.
You were in the sacred cave?
The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there.
Skipper.
How did you wind up in there? How did you?
like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not Maya Fey was dead. And I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed her myself.
Damn, ghosts can't die.
Oh, those ghosts, you're one tough cookie. I
I wanted to get out of here and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get
I'm
out.
at the devil himself there. But strict luck stops you, huh?
I didn't know how to remove it.
So then you're saying you're actually confined, against your will, inside the sacred cavern.
Yes, I wanted to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it.
Interrupted?
It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training hall.
What? Who?
Could have been Maya?
I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself well at the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only 2 people could have gone to the training hall. Maya and Pearl. Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll and gravy.
Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late.
What do you mean by that?
Chat, what does she mean by
Flies
that?
had already started to gather. Oops. Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern and put the locks back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
After that big earthquake, she showed up, all by herself.
The real Iris?
She said she'd come to make sure the sacred cavern was alright. Stupid girl. I came out from the sacred cavern and got a feel for the situation.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Put away in my place.
We're gonna find Maya, and she's gonna be there like fucking Saturn devouring his child.
Oh my god.
I
No.
finally learned exactly what had happened.
Fitz?
No, we are
Fitz?
not doing this.
Shush. I have...
Okay.
It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean your plan had succeeded?
I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I had assumed it was Pearl Fey.
Well, of course, you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions.
But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was Misty Fey, the picture book author.
Eh.
What?
Qu'est-ce que
What?
c'est? Nani the
I
fuck?
guess you're just like, ah, I want to die.
Well, that's that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there. Maya Fey. I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit.
And that is?
Matricide. The sin of killing her own mother.
Oh, I was gonna say tax evasion.
No way!
Order! Order in the courtroom. What is the meaning of this?
It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya Fey. But even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Misty Fey's life was none other than your darling little Maya. Excuse me.
Ridiculous! That's nonsense!
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What? What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Maya Fey had disappeared is enough evidence, isn't it?
Huh?
The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple. That much is obvious. In that case, there is only one place she could be.
Where?
I have to spell it out.
Yes.
The bottom of the Eagle River. Where else?
Eagle River?
Oh,
Maya Fey killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever.
Hey, you realize there's still like a massively locked door, right?
yeah, but Iris
So,
is behind that door.
What do you have to say now, Feeny?
Oh,
What?
what the?
The sex jazz phone.
Oops.
Oops. Sorry.
That's his ringtone.
This fucking Mark.
What kind of
This music's
ringtone is
real.
that?
I'll be back later. Go eat dinner.
Alright.
Good overview. Okay, thanks.
Bye. That was it.
Was it something important? Do I have to break out the fever breaker?
We just finished removing the locks from the sacred
Oh
cavern.
shit. What they find?
That's great! What about Maya?
Maya devouring Iris.
Oh boy.
Was it Maya Fey?
Mr. Iris.
Huh?
Looks so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that.
So, what about Maya? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the sacred cavern.
No, it can't be.
Maya's gonna
I
walk
told
in with
you,
a fucking
didn't I?
6 Big Macs.
He's dead.
No. No! Judge, kill me.
Okay, bang. It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end. Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Denim, also known as Misty Fey, was her own daughter, Maya Fey. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Fey jumped to her death into the raging waters of Eagle River.
It can't be. Oh, it's Dahlia. Wait. No, it's Godot.
No, it's fucking Godot. Yeah, there it is.
Right. Never heard this one. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. No matter how improbable it may seem.
What is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Godot?
I'm not speaking coffee. You should understand her. According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth?
Godot siding with us?
Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden.
Miles Edgeworth moment?
Which means if Maya had thrown herself
Oh
into
yeah,
the river,
she just fell on the rocks.
I mean, to be
There
fair,
was rocks on that side.
it must have been from the. It must have been
to be
from
fair,
the
there are
other
places
side.
you could still jump into the river from that side.
No, but
You
like
think
that's
Chris
the point
Pratt
I'm
on the
trying to
rock.
make here. I'm thinking in the game's logic. Obviously, there probably is another spot where there isn't.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
the rocks, but yeah.
We've seen as much.
Yeah.
That's right. That's where she jumped from.
You forgot about the fucking rocks, you idiot.
That's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there.
What? What?
Don't get your panties all twisted up, Wright. Just relax and think of everything again.
Just look at the goddamn map.
So, it's impossible? Maya couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River?
Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fey threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim?
The map.
See, there's a point right up there.
Yeah.
It's impossible to jump into Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness!
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into this very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh! You're right!
She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there.
But what if she could fly?
Phoenix snaps his neck. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo!
Maya Fey just has Yoshi's, glide thing. Yoshi!
And then Neo died. Bad ending.
Huh? So you finally figured it out!
You. No!
Godot and Phoenix team up?
Let's go. It's like back in Ace Attorney 1 where Edgeworth and Phoenix teamed up.
I mean, yeah, Godot hates me, but he doesn't hate me that much, cause, you know, he dated Mia, and, you know, sister love, you know, and all that, you know? So is Godot your favorite prosecutor now?
No, I still like Edwards more.
And then Mass died.
Sorry, there was a berserk announcement.
Oh.
You're good.
Order! Order!
Trust me, no one's playing with you.
You're just playing with me. Oh, I spit everywhere. Maya Fey's body is at the bottom of the Eagle River. There is nowhere else she could possibly be hiding.
Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, what remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago.
Maya Fey wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into Eagle River. Dun 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 dun
Correct.
dun.
That eliminates all the most likely possibilities.
Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
Judge,
What? What is this one possibility that you are talking about?
Obviously a bluff. So where's her dead body then?
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment!
The Danganronpa.
Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where
Literally
Maya...
giving her the Junko execution? Hello?
Shall I tell you where Maya is there very instant Maya Fey is? In this very courtroom! There's
Where is she?
There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
What?
You say she's here in my courtroom. How the fuck are you hiding someone who eats that many burgers per second?
Dahlia Hawthorne,
says you. Says you.
I seem to recall that you said, I have misunderstood one thing you see.
I
Yeah.
hate your impression of me. So what?
Well, fuck you.
But not as much as I hate you yourself.
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Why that's obvious. It's Pearl Fey. That pathetic little sniveling runt.
You're wrong, and I'm right. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it.
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened.
Isn't there any explanation for why you could channel a spirit?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the spirit. I'll swallow your soul, I'll swallow your soul.
Someone called me before Pearl did? But who?
Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct? It wasn't Pearl that channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could.
We're getting to the good part. I came back just
That's
in
why
time.
Dahlia has black hair!
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah,
shit.
that was a bit of a tell.
This is
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
to be fair,
a,
Iris also has black hair.
Yeah.
this is an easy
She
one.
could've just
And wears a very similar outfit, too.
Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left.
Come on already! I can't stand the tension.
Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Fey!
What?
But how could that be?
Fuck.
Remember what this witness, Dahlia Hawthorne, said about her goal.
She said that her goal was to kill Maya Fey.
So she's trying to get herself killed by confessing.
Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone who was trying to kill her,
Well, Grant, what would happen?
could it be?
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor.
Well, I don't. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you, and there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
Aha, big brain!
To protect herself from me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey. The path back to Haunted Court was closed off, and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All this time you thought you had been channeled by Pearl. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya hiding place was you!
Ooh.
No, no! Don't say that! You're saying that I, Dahlia Hawthorne, was played for a fool by that little whelp?
Yeah. You
Maya
get to-
Fey killed herself. Isn't it obvious?
No. Sorry,
I'm getting.
but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into the Eagle River. It was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple!
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who has never been out in the real world? She would never come up with a plan like that.
I'm going to go get my.
Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea?
Ma'am, you are fucked. I'm getting my popcorn.
Well, Mia. Ah! Mia!
Mia Fey.
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Godot is fucking having a crisis at the moment.
Ah, my ear popped.
So it's true. It was you. Yeah. You're something else.
What? What are you doing here?
That hair. It's pearls, right?
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden. And then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness.
I was stabbed by Maya Fey.
See? Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you. You did?
Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed.
Damn, Judge.
When she woke up, she was in she's in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she's in. She asked me what I thought she should do.
She did that? I can't believe it.
Of course, I didn't have all the details. But one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was?
I knew that she couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free? What do you mean?
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible. And lock herself in a sacred cavern until a helper arrives.
So it was Maya who put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Fae.
Pearls?
Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. So all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Faye's instructions. If she succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly for her, in my opinion.
He's getting.
Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all.
Yes, it certainly sounds like that's what the intent was all along.
How dare you? I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure!
Jesus,
She
Maya.
had a failure to add to the pile of shame,
Mia?
didn't you say?
What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
But how dare you?
11 years ago, the fake kidnapping, your very first crime. You got your hands on $2 million diamond, but after Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth. That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman.
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me.
In
Well,
all fairness, you did it to yourself.
I'm still alive, but
Ashley forgets that he eated glass.
He hated bees.
you wound up killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
You! Wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face.
And now this! You messed up again! You let Maya Fey escape! Even though she was right there in front of you!
Noises.
Mia Fey. You spinster! I was supposed to kill Mayafei like I swore I would.
No sin.
It's still Dahlia.
It panned to Phoenix. I thought it was Phoenix talking.
And if only you had gotten this spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death.
Hangman Steve doing orange justice.
True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me.
What? What did you say?
I have the power of God and
Whether alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me.
as long as I'm around.
You're destined to lose for all of eternity.
I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever.
That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne. A miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything.
Spit! Get
And
him!
for you, there is no
Get their
escape
ass!
from that.
Get
No
their
hope of
ass!
freedom.
Get him, Mia!
The day you were executed. The narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp.
Oh!
Ooh.
You're wrong. It can't be.
Hey guys, ready to
Got
see
them
an
Call of Duty
exorcism?
letters.
How I lose to the likes of you.
It no longer matters.
I got my popcorn ready. Let's do this.
Shut up, Von Carmine.
No.
I don't care whether you win or lose
Ruin my
anymore.
voice.
The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now!
Here I go, never catching up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Holy shit, that's creepy. Whoa.
the demon.
Dios
I'm
mío.
Not ready. Not ready to go.
Mia!
Bye.
Oh, this happened to me before. I know this part.
Oh boy.
God. Mia,
It's kind of hot, actually. As in literally.
literally?
Hey, Maya.
Hey, Maya. You look different.
She looks like she's about to collapse.
Nick, sis.
Yep.
Yep.
You were right.
Wah, wah.
Thanks, Godot. Very cool.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Judge,
Oh.
George, I thought you were used to this by now.
Every time I think that I am, something new happens. Oh, well, 1 second, y'all. I need a break. Oh, I'm going to make my therapist a rich man. Or woman. I don't care which. All I know is I need therapy. Capital T. Now then! I assume you are the real Iris.
Yes. Do it. I was just
How
resting
can
again.
If you're going to have a conniption fit, don't have it after the literal exorcism that just happened.
I would have
Yeah.
assumed you were an ice cube by now.
I must say, you and your twin are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Godot, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from.
Yep, that clears it up.
And then Dahlia calls up IMP. Just fucking Blitzo fucking aces Maya. Wait. I have a Maya model. And a Blitzo model.
Are these the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 models?
And I also have the MVC3 model.
Oh god, what am I doing?
Just cheer me on the greater madness. It seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim in this crime. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
Please.
Um,
Don't.
Your Honor?
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck, this is being televised. Some teenager's gonna do it, aren't they?
Oh no. They contact Dahlia with the Ouija board.
Yes,
The Ouija
what is
board.
it?
The Luigi board?
About
the
this-
Ouija board? The
Up-
Ouija board?
Oh god, it's been so long since I've seen that video.
I know, it's a classic, man.
Yeah.
About this whole...
Same with the can oo get pregante.
Oh my god.
About this whole spirit medium thing.
Pregnant.
It's almost weird how
Pregame.
comfortable you seem to be with this concept now.
Phoenix, if I had a dime for every weird thing that's happened in this goddamn courtroom, I'd be rich and not a judge.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough.
The Ouija board.
That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Korean channeling technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's year issue of Occult?
Still hate that pun. I will now channel the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Kill!
No!
I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench. And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different, takes place in its own world, if you will. Especially when they involve goddamn Phoenix Wright. In order to fully understand that world,
Goddamn Maya Faye.
first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
Never thought of it that way.
Anywho, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of the Hazakura Temple.
Objection!
Motherfucker, piece of shit! I will drown you in
Where's
that
the
coffee.
saxophone? God damn it. No
I don't
saxophone.
have a saxophone
Poor
anymore.
little too close to the devil, Your Honor.
I am going to drown you in your fucking coffee.
Try
What
me.
do you mean by that, Mr. Godot?
If I won't do that.
Trial. It isn't over yet. That's what he means. I'll be his translator.
What?
Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony?
Huh? Dahlia's testimony?
I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. And I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and...
Oh, we still haven't
It's
figured.
strange, but
We still haven't figured out who killed Elise.
I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed.
Oh, I've been impaled.
Just as Dahlia Huston was about to attack Maya,
How could there
she was
possibly
stabbed
still
and
be more than
killed
this?
by someone. She was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's right.
The person that was ultimately killed was a spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. At least her name, no, Misty Fang. But who killed her first? We still don't know who did it. We completely forgot.
This isn't over!
Kill me.
Yes,
It's
not over.
never ogre, dude.
I want to die.
Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there's evidence that proves her innocence.
Nah, no way.
Please, just God, let it end.
This is the trial that never ends.
Never ends.
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
Trial.
The prosecution is ready to call a final witness.
Oh boy. Who is it?
Who is it?
Final witness.
I'm gonna be
This
back.
will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Fang.
Indeed.
Moving on, Mr. Prosecutor? Of course it's all right, Madam Attorney.
Ew, they're flirting.
They're flirting.
Sir, that is a child. Like, I know it doesn't look like a child,
Yeah.
but that's a child.
Yeah.
Very well then.
Unfortunate.
Who is this final witness?
It's me.
Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and who will put the final dagger in this case.
Someone who saw the murder take place?
The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eye.
You mean Maya?
Dude, she needs some time to rest. Give her a break.
You can't. She can't testify after what she just been through. I don't care.
We need to find the truth. We need to. The prosecution calls Maya Fang to the witness stand.
Very well.
Drag
But
her
first,
in, drag
take a
her in.
brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Fay to recover before summoning her.
Oh my God.
Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial. We might have to do
Right,
one last
right.
session.
Yeah, we
I've
might
got
have to
something
do
say
one
to
last
you, so
session.
listen up.
For real this time.
Yeah.
What is it?
This time for real is real. This it. This done. We're everywhere. How
I
many
don't think much
times?
of you- I don't think much of you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case.
Damn, Godot, don't need to call him out like that.
Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
You got some nerve.
I didn't know Butts
But
was
that's
a
not
woman.
going to happen this time. That's not going to. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself.
That's enough. This court is now in recess. Boys, the fishing trip is off, but you ain't gonna believe the bullshit that just happened.
Yeah, I need a few days.
Truly
I
sorry
need a few
about
days to
everything.
process what just happened.
You were working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they already switched places, and I was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
You had to try to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday. You wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes. I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But, as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's stepsister, Valerie, ended up...
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly.
This didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mia Fey and Diego Armando.
What's up? I'm never coming back.
After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth. Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. No, that's left. Iris, there's one more thing I have to ask you.
Yes? What is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, at least to them, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone.
There's a problem coming in at Temple right away.
I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple. But...
the path to the inner temple was cut off, right?
Exactly.
We can't just leave the body here. So you got to do this exactly as I say, got it?
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the snowmobile.
Why? Why did you alter the body?
Didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the shichishito.
Chichisto.
I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. For fuck's sake!
Hi. I see. Oh, hey, Macon.
Hey, Makins.
Defendant?
Yes?
The judge is calling you. He wants to see you to his chambers, sir. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Alright. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you.
Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me? You're gonna be a dad in the future. You're gonna have a daughter. You're gonna name her Trucy. So it's true. I was corroborated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning. Hey, Mia. Mia? How is Maya doing?
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
Maya needs to stay away from Phoenix from now on. I see. You don't mean she learned who Elisa Nim really was?
I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya's stronger than you think.
There it is, the curse of the wavy board.
I knew she could take it. All of it.
What do you mean by that?
Have you played with the Luigi board?
I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. The trial's about to
Is
start.
it dangerous to play Ouija board?
The real killer. Do you know who it is yet?
I just want to tell me who called her, but still. I think that just maybe. I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the car in a temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day.
Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in the Hazakura temple the following day.
That's as much help as I can give you. Could bitch you out otherwise.
Neo, I'm
The
gonna
only
say
thing worse
my
than a
other
murderer,
favorite one from
a
this video is
child.
that person who asks where they can get one, if they can get one from a witch or vegan.
Okay, I got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end, and this trilogy to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? Who was that actually killed Misty Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me. All by myself. Because I'm the ace attorney. That's right.
Ace attorney, bitch.
Can we end it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So about that scene I mentioned,